Everyone wants to avoid knee pain, and at some point in our lives, we've all probably experienced it, and it sucks. It also sidelines a lot of people from working out. So today I'm going to show you 3 exercises that are fantastic for eliminating knee pain. These exercises are designed to keep your knee in a slightly bent position. In that position, you'll strengthen all of the tendons around the knee joint, ultimately leading to bulletproof knees. The first exercise you're going to do, you'll need a chair or a piece of gym equipment that's about hip height. And you're going to come onto the toes of one foot. So I want to get up on the toe of the foot and bend my knee just a little. Right here, feel that the front and the back of the thigh are firing at the same time. We're getting a co-contraction. So this is called a forward reach. I'm going to come up onto my toe. Imagine that there's a cast on my knee joint and it's not going to move at all. It's going to stay slightly bent. And then I'm going to reach forward, hinging at the hips, and stand back up. This is much harder than it looks. So take your time, have your hand there on the chair for balance, and lean forward, keeping the heel up and the knee slightly bent. Don't worry if your back stays flat or not, that's not important. What's important is that the knee stays in this bent position and it's in that position for the entire duration of the exercise. So try not to let the knee straighten or the heel fall. You want to keep that tension because the time under tension is what's going to build the strength in the knee. Next, we're going to do an exercise where we're on both of our toes. So you come up to your tiptoes and then you place one foot slightly behind the other. Now we're going to lower into a split squat. So the knees are bending, the hips aren't doing anything here. I lower down into a nice deep squat where my back knee is in line with my front heel and I'm going to hold this here. My ribs are on, my torso is upright, I'm not leaning forward over that leg, holding onto the leg, hanging out here. I am nice and strong on my upper body. I can hold the arms out in front of me or have them on my hips, and I'm going to hold this for 10 to 20 seconds in the beginning per side. If you're having a hard time holding that position, or maybe think you're not getting down deep enough when you practice it, you can use a yoga block. So you're going to put a yoga block underneath that back heel, or back knee rather. You come up onto your toes, and you want to keep your toes up the whole time, and then you're going to hold yourself here. It's going to support you a little bit, which is helpful as well. And then you can hold, and as time goes on, as you practice this more and more, you can lower it down. The other thing you can do is hold on to a piece of equipment or maybe TRX straps and hold them here. And then as you sink down, it's going to help support you and help you keep your balance. You could also hold on to a wall or something like that for balance as well. Either way, 10 to 20 seconds per side in the beginning, working your way up to maybe 30 or 40 seconds per side. The final exercise is going to add weight. We're doing what's called a kickstand deadlift. Here, only your back heel is up. So we worked through having the front heel up on the single leg forward reach. We had both heels up on our heel elevated split squat, and now we'll have one heel up on our kickstand deadlift. All 3 of these exercises had a slightly bent knee that stayed in that bent position the entire time, and that is the key to strengthening the knee tendons. So for this exercise, you're going to get one foot and put it roughly in the same place it would be for your split squat, maybe like 2 feet distances behind you. Then you'll take your weight and place it next to the other foot. This weight now replaces the foot that was there. From here, you're going to hinge the hips back. You send those hips way back. The front knee bends a little bit. The shin stays perpendicular to the floor. It's pretty upright. And then I grab that weight, keep my back flat, and stand up. And with each rep, I send my hips really far back, keeping a long, flat back and hinging over the leg. Here, I'm not bending my knees too much, but that back knee actually has to work really hard to stabilize. When I do this exercise, you can see that that back knee might have a tendency to start to wiggle. So you have to be really mindful to keep it stable, and that's where it becomes a knee strengthening exercise. So don't let it fall in. Don't let this happen. And And try not to let it shoot out the other way either. That's even more common. Focus on keeping it in line with your weight as you send your hips back and send your torso over the legs. You're going to feel it in the glute of the grounded leg. Inhale down, exhale up. So you can put this exercise into your full workout. You could do the single leg forward reach as a warm-up exercise along with that heel elevated split squat, and then put this into a normal leg day. I hope these exercises help alleviate some of your knee pain and make you have strong and bulletproof knees.